Hi Aquarius, welcome to your King of Wands, your new love reading for 18. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Ace of Pentacles Tarot. Love and support to her. Check her out. Show her some love and support if you like what she has to say. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life, as well as this might be a new development in a current existing situation. All right, Aquarius, that King of Wands, that could be Sagittarius, that could be a new interest, that could be newly single and getting out there and getting after it. What are we dealing with here? For Aquarius, what are we dealing with? It's headed to the right. All right, for Aquarius, what do we got? Interesting. Okay, I was gonna say Queen of Wands, but it's Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so that could be Taurus. All right. Maybe this is that, you know, that with King of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, maybe this is about just physical relationships, you know? Maybe this is all about keeping it not serious and just a lot of fun and adventure and varied and adventurous. What else for Aquarius for their new love for yes. Aquarius. Oopsie. Alright, Two of Swords. Are we not talking to someone? Are we just taking a breather because so much was going on? Okay. Three of Wands, Four of Cups, Judgment, Chariot, Ace of Wands. There's that King of Wands again. All right. So okay, so is this you? There's a learning curve. Why? We got a new situation here, Aquarius. Did you just meet somebody and this is the person at the Chariot? Cancerian. This could be Cancer, Sagittarius, or Scorpio. Sagittarius, Taurus. What's this Three of Wands about? Six of Pentacles. What's this Four of Cups? Ace of Cups. Okay. What's this Judgment card about? Wow. Okay, so here's the thing. You got two people involved here. Okay, there's Chariot again. What's this Chariot about? Whoopsie, that's Knight of Wands. That could be Leo. Here's the thing. You and this person that you meet, you're both still freshly out of your respective situations. So we got four people here. So you're kind of dealing with an ex situation plus somebody new coming in, and you and this person are going to be getting to know each other. They're very different from your ex. They're much more stable. They're much more reserved. They're still kind of nursing wounds from a previous relationship, and it's like you two are at the exact same position. You've dated a few people. If you haven't, you will, but this person stands out. And it seems to be there's a fit here. There seems to be a fit here, but you're both going to be kind of reluctant, and it's going to take some time for this to get off the ground, which it seems like you're both fine with, because you two are still kind of shredding ties or cutting ties with people from your past. And there might be an issue about forward movement. We got the Chariot twice here and the Knight of Wands. So this could be that it's one of those things. Neither one of your exes are going to let you go willingly, like they want their chance. So it's going to be about both of you needing to let your exes know, like, hey, we're done. I'm moving forward. What's this Ace of Wands? This Ace of Wands. Aquarius. Two of Swords. And we got the Two of Swords right here too. So, what's this Knight of Pentacles about? The Devil. All right. Aquarius, what are you doing? What are you doing? This could be Capricorn. Okay, so this is somebody that you might have a very compatible physical relationship with, and that actually has the potential to branch into something much more connected rather than just keeping it physical and kind of dating and nothing. And the thing is, it starts that way because you don't want any attachments after what you've come from or where you've been. And you're really wanting to keep things just moving and not really get too attached. But this person, I think the more you get to know them, there is a fit there. I don't think this is about, I don't think this is about somebody that's bad for you. I think that this is somebody that kind of, honestly, I think they're much more calm. They're much more stable, secure, steady wins the race. And they have very clear boundaries. And they're interviewing you just as you are them. They're kind of in the same place as you are. And they approach things, whoever this new person is, they're no fool. Like they have their stuff together. And they're not about, they know what they want. And they know what they have to offer, and they're willing to take their time and see how things play out. And there's something about you for them, and there's something about them for you. Like you both feel the same, but you both are going to be really hesitant at first to speak to how you feel. This is something that's going to have to grow over time. Nothing wrong with that. But there is a very strong physical attraction here. So, there's that. That's always good, right? But you two are going to go through like this stage of vetting each other to make sure that neither one of you are going to have to go through what you went through in your past relationships. Because you are not about someone that's just going to kind of set up shop and then get lazy on you. You want a connected, committed, full partnership. And for right now, it's like you want to keep things kind of light and adventurous and fun and moving because of kind of how heavy where you came from, a little bit ago. It was really heavy and it kind of dragged on. Same thing with your person, but they'll have been out of it longer than you have. You were kind of like fresh off the scenario, or you're kind of fresh onto the scene as far as leaving this behind and venturing out there. Your person has been single for a while longer. So you got this new person. The feelings are mutual, but you're both kind of reserved about saying how you feel. And right now it's just going to be a physical relationship with very defined parameters. Because both of you are going to be reluctant to kind of go back into coupleship because of where you've come from. So there's that. And don't be surprised if your ex and your person's ex kind of insert themselves a little bit. Nothing that you have to be worried about per se, but they are going to make an appearance again. And it might tug at your heartstrings a little bit. And you might be like, but it's just, that's kind of ran its course. And you don't have to involve yourself anymore. I mean, it could be just as simple as you just not responding, Right. But it might be that you have to be the one to be a little bit more assertive when you're ready, of course, if you're comfortable with that. But it might be you giving them a little nudge about, hey, what do you think about next level stuff here? What do you think? If you're so inclined. Because this is someone who has got their business together and is in no hurry. And is very careful about things, very methodical approach. It takes them a long time to commit, but when they do, they mean it. And I think that's why they've been single for a while, because the last relationship they had was quite the doozy. They felt pretty taken for granted and used. And like it was more about the lifestyle that they could give or offer or access rather than who they were. So they're not about to kind of open that up for just anybody. They want to make sure that somebody's worthy of their attention and time and all that. So, yeah. So, Aquarius, you might be the one to have to let them know that you're interested in something like that. Otherwise, it might take them an extra long time just because they're so careful. Their approach is so careful. So this has great potential, honestly. It's going to move slowly, though, and you're going to have to do a little bit of damage control with your ex. But this does have good potential. Honestly, it's very calm. It's very like, all right, we're in agreement here. We're both on the same page because you both are coming from the same place. And they might not speak to it, but there is very strong physical attraction, but there is a definite interest in you. Looks like you two met by dating, maybe even through friends, group dating, but you met through dating, and you're kind of both, maybe you haven't told each other, but you're both starting to dwindle down your dating pool to just each other. Even though you haven't said that we want to be exclusive, you're both just kind of realizing, you know what, maybe I just kind of want to be around this person. Still keep independent, still do your own thing, But when I do want to spend time with somebody, it's just going to be this person. You know? Not too shabby. That's for Aquarius. I like it. Because you're doing the things for yourself, and so are they. But you each like are secretly crushing on each other, but you don't want to let on. It's very cute. All right, Aquarius. And not in the, like, well, I want to play hard to get. No. We all know you don't play hard to get. You be hard to get. You are hard to get. So it's not that. But this feels like this is just somebody who just is very quietly confident. And it's not that they're playing anything. They are who they are. This is someone who's very straightforward. They don't say much, though. They're kind of just got this quiet, calm confidence. It's just, yeah, it suits you. Suits you. Ooh. And there you are. Aquarius, Knight of Swords. Look at that. So yeah, we've got a strong physical connection here. Not a bad problem to have. Strong physical connection. All right. So this so we get a strong physical connection and quite possibly a strong cerebral connection. Like you find each other very interesting and engaging, and there's a lot to talk about and discuss. You really enjoy each other's company. It's very stimulating, very interesting to you. And it is largely not social, but it is like you know, there might be an independent streak, or you two very much doing your own things, but when you get together, it's time well spent because you thoroughly enjoy it, maybe because of physical, but also because you just find this person so interesting on all fronts, and they you. So it's a really good start. This is a really good start. All right. What else for Aquarius? Honestly, the potential here is really good. It is going to take a while, but there's nothing wrong with that. You're ready to just kind of keep things at bay because of where you came from, and so are they, but there is an interest here. The third week is signal. Well, that's coming up, isn't it? Because, good Lord, I didn't get this out until the 9th. Scarab Beetle Spirit. Magic works through you. Yes, indeedy. Because that's what this connection is. There's a fit here. There's a budding romance that's got great potential. The thing is, the third week in number is significant. For this. Okay. I don't know if that's when your focus shifts to them from your ex, or I don't know what it is, but perhaps it's like when you realize, hey, I'm starting to really kind of like this one person. Don't really want to spend time with anybody else. Just want to spend time with this one person. Not a lot. Still want to do my own thing. Dipping my toe in the water. Actually admitting I like someone. Aquarius. Oh, memories. Cherish memories of loved ones. Well, that's kind. But I don't know why it doesn't. To me, it feels like, okay, what's that all about? Or is this about you lovingly saying goodbye to your ex? What is this cherished memories? Is there some kind of past connection here with this person? It's not showing up here. Perhaps this is about putting the memories in place. Like, okay, we had what we had, because your ex is going to make an appearance, and it might be like a little distracting, but it's not going to deter you from this. So I think your ex might want, but you're not interested. You're actually interested in this new person. And it's like, yeah, you know what? We had our time and it's good, but okay. Also, ironically, I think this speaks to this independence that you're experiencing right now that you're actually quite liking. Like you're really kind of coveting your own time again and your own space again. You like things being back under your control. And so I don't know memories, okay. But it feels like you really are cherishing the solitude, or just having, like, coveting your alone time, or your kind of having your life back. Huh. Okay, but also, obviously, cherish your memories, or cherish memories of loved ones. That could very well ring true for some of you. I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying, as far as this reading, it doesn't. There's nothing here about, other than your ex reinserting themselves. There's nothing really here about having deep past connections. You and this person are just starting out. The only thing, like I said, could be your ex realizing, you know what, this is something to be cherished. We had our time together, but because you got the magic of a new beginning with this person. Oh, whoops. There it is. I just like it. It's like you're gonna be slowly learning about each other. It's like you're just this is a whole different experience for you. It's much more like this, much calmer. Mm. Those for Aquarius. That's for Aquarius. Okay, so we've got the 2, 4, 5, 5, the 8 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so 8 of Wands, 8 of Wands and Knight of Swords. Speaking of unexpected, holy cow. Are things progressing unexpectedly? Is that what this is? Is this you coming out of feeling kind of disconnected and despondent, and all of a sudden like, hey, there's this new, I'm starting to feel something again? Is this you kind of in reverie or coming back online about things? Is this your interest starting to pick up towards this person unexpectedly so? Like it goes from just a physical connection to all of a sudden, hey, there might be something more here. Gonna give it some time though. But this is like the first stirrings or inkling of not feeling disconnected anymore. And in fact, things starting to progress. Think of these as like Cupid's arrows. Interesting. Okay. Well, okay then. You're coming out of this. And like I said, your ex does make a reappearance. But you're going to find that you actually want to see what this new thing is all about. You're like, there's something about this new person. I want to see what that's all about. And it's not that you go, yeah, whatever, because of that. Your time with them, you feel like is done anyway. And cherish the memories, you know. So it's not, with or without this new person, I don't think that you'd want to revisit your past with your ex. I think you just want to keep moving forward anyway, but this person is a part of that. Okay. Well, okay then. I thank you for stopping by, Aquarius, and I hope to see you in the next reading. All right. That was your new love reading for 19. You take care.